They're coming after you with everything they got.
So a low driving kick that bounces right past Trayvon Smith for the touchback. So they'll start out here, moving Harris over to the right side. And they throw it to Harris, who stumbles. He missed some practice time this week with a knee and an illness. But he has the catch for just a gain of 3. He's still coming around, but they'll run it up the middle with Ware. Ravens on him pretty quickly. Picks up about 4.
This is going to be a big test for him, though, against this Chiefs offense.
3rd and 3. Damian Williams comes in as a back. That's completed to Kelsey. So they're able to convert. And a pileup at the 40-yard line and a new set of downs after the 8-yard play. Couple of touchdowns. And that was his 80th reception of the season. Is Ware. And hit first by Michael Pierce, who you highlighted in the open.
Yeah, I said if you're running in between the tackles. Oh, can he ID everyone the right way? Is he going to block the right people on this?
Weddle ran up and then retreated, and here's a pass underneath, and it's Kelsey again. They tried to strip it out of his hands, but he holds on, and Suggs. Kansas City, both on catches by Kelsey. And now at the Ravens 47. Take the reverse, look long. Able to throw it away for the incompletion as they were about to collide with the quarterback. 2nd and 10. Mahomes pass should have been caught. The passing attack of Atlanta to 97 total yards.
Look how many guys are near the line, Jim. Who's coming, who's not?
3rd and 10. Pressure. Mahomes unleashes. And Mahomes is flattened, but is able to get to his feet. That was Matthew Judon, who knocked him down. And
on that specific case, the chess match was won by Baltimore.
Here's Colquitt. Fair catch made by Jones at the 17. Now it'll be Lamar Jackson's turn to come out for the Ravens' first series. On the opening kick. So now Lamar Jackson, with his 4th consecutive start, keeps it. Ford racing after him, along with Parker, and he's got a gain of 5.
But it's only been for 3 weeks.
Play action on 2nd down and throws in, and there's a good throw. And it is caught by Crabtree for the 1st down. A couple of defenders in the area, but the pass was precise.
You're going to see a lot of this front with these big guys inside, really condensed, trying to take away the inside run.
That's Gus Edwards with the carry. The undrafted rookie picks up 3. Bob Sutton's defense. The numbers.
Really going to make it hard on Baltimore. If they don't, this game could be close all the way through.
That's Robert Griffin. The 3rd was in the lineup as a receiver, and that pass knocked down. Well done by Fuller, denying the throw to Andrews. So
yeah, and this is where you want to protect the young quarterback. You have a great defense. Don't get too exotic on offense.
3rd and 7. There's the pressure, and he's sacked back at the 26-yard line as Chris Jones now has a sack, at least 1 sack in 10 straight games. Averages 47 yards a boot. That's Hill, takes it just a step in bounds, a little wiggle and a slip. That's twice now we've seen Chief players slip on the surface. Harris did on the first play of the game. Museum right here in Kansas City, the 2 quarterbacks. Part of the future of the league, no doubt, with their great records beginning their career. 2nd year for Mahomes. They're sitting last year behind Alex Smith and learning so much.
They're good everywhere.
2nd and 5. And they toss it to Hill. Tyreek turns around the corner past Weddle and picks up the 1st down. Wasn't a whole lot there. Caught only 1 ball in the game at Oakland for 13 yards, but what a season he's had. Over 1,100 and 11 touchdowns. Mahomes being chased by Suggs. Sidearms it, incomplete.
This team, they're going to throw it everywhere. This week, it is going to be a challenge.
Here's a 2nd and 10. And Mahomes gets hit by Smith. The crowd wanted a flag. There isn't one.
That was close. See all the guys at the line of scrimmage? Do you ID the right guys? Who's coming, who's not? Or do you just call a screen?
Going to the sideline. Look at Kelsey reach up and grab it for a first down. Talking about his quarterback, he says he puts it right in my radius. He's worked 3 times so far. Here's Mahomes again with pressure, able to get it away quickly to Conley, who was able to regain his balance, pick up an extra couple of yards and a gain of about 7 or 8. Derek Dieter has come in as he moves over to the right side. Saw his first NFL game action last week. Set up a screen. And that is Ware taking it inside the 30. Now they're inside the Baltimore 30 with an empty backfield. And a toss over to Williams. And a lot of Ravens are waiting for him. Gain of only 1.
Well, that was they get up in empty formation. No running back in the backfield.
Is the issue. 2nd and on 9. Mahomes lofts it, pulled down. Again, it's Kelsey. Another first down with that throw and catch. Trying to throw a block. So he is still in agony on that sideline. Meanwhile, Mahomes, his last 5 plays, 5 completions with a new set of downs. And more pressure. Flings it. And a flag this time, as Humphrey was holding on to Kelsey.
But he was getting held on this play. Watch. He goes inside. And
Pass interference. Defense number 29. The ball be placed at spot of the foul and an automatic first down.
There's like 4 holds on that play.
No kidding. Damian Williams, who hasn't scored a touchdown this season. He's the running back. He gets the football, and he's across for the Kansas City touchdown.
And the funny thing is, look at that hole on that right side. It's so open, and it's almost because you can't take away everything, and you're so worried about, the ability of misdirection. I mean,
tremendous block. And now, Butker, extra point is good. 75 yards in 10 plays. But the second drive of the game from Kansas City produces a touchdown. And now Butker, who has more touchbacks. Of course, he's had a lot of opportunities to kick off for the 58th time this season.
It's that guy's the #1 guy.
Handoff to Edwards, who bulldozes ahead for 8.
To throw the football and come from behind. They want a time of possession leading the league the last 3 weeks. They play with the lead.
Here's a 2nd and 2. Kansas City showing all kinds of movement on that defense. They take the handoff to Montgomery, and Jackson still has it. Slips past some defenders and shows off that speed. Jackson, #1. Just picked up 21. This time he does hand it off up the middle to Edwards, who's got another gain of about 6.
Who you feel like is just going to hope and guess instead of do his job every time.
2nd and 4, and this is Dixon, who came back last week off of IR, and he showed some flashes last week and a nice little run with his first handle today. Good for 14.
You don't want to play this team in the playoffs, do you?
No.
#1 defense who can
That
run the football?
that is some combo.
It's tough.
1st and 10, and another big chunk of yardage picked up by Edwards, who became the starter the same week Lamar Jackson did. Final seconds of the first quarter. Nice drive being put together here by Baltimore. 61 yards rushing on this drive, and they'll run it one more time with Jackson keeping it. Blocker out in front. Jackson takes it down to the 4 to close out quarter #1. Nick Boyle with a great block. Our second quarter begins with the Ravens. 2nd and 1. Handoff. Good enough for the first. It's Edwards stacked up close to the 3.
Keep the offense out the field and finish with touchdowns.
Here they hand it off to Dixon, and he jumps across for a touchdown. Baltimore puts together one impressive drive on the ground. All 8 plays were runs.
No one's doing this. I mean, Seattle's trying to do this over there, but I mean, if a team can really run, look at the kick out there by Hurst, the left guard just opening the lane. And that's a huge hole.
Plus the touchdown. Third-year player out of Louisiana Tech is Dixon. Now Tucker. Extra point. Ties the game at 7. You just don't see teams do this in the NFL. Just run 8 plays down the field, all rushes.
And they do it pretty consistently in the last 3-4 weeks and each week.
Hill moves over to the right side. As they handle it now for the 3rd time in the game. But again, pressure on Mahomes, who's able to fling it all the way to the opposing 37. He got knocked down. Kansas City and this great organization for this wonderful city.
Well, they can do it.
Since 1969. Here they're able to throw it over to Harris. Does a good job picking up an extra few yards for a first, and a flag comes out.
Personal foul, defense number 29, lowering of the head to initiate contact. This 15-yard penalty will be added to the end of the play and an automatic first down.
So you get 11 yards.
Make a decision, and he lowers that helmet, which is the trigger to get an official's eye for that helmet contact.
They're coming the other way. Thank you, Gene. They get it over to Ware. Able to break a tackle. As Jimmy Smith pick up an additional couple yards. Picks up 5 overall.
Well, this is what I thought was by Baltimore to tackle there, but that play was wide open. Could have gone for a touchdown.
2nd and 5, and it's Ware through a tiny crease. Able to pick up another first down near the 35. Gain of 9. Once Hunt was cut from the team, put 47 yards up, including a touchdown.
And he's kind of been their 3rd down guy anyway. That's his role, and so just more carries in this offense.
There he gets a carry on 1st down.
In this offense,
3.
do you remember all those years when they do different ways to throw the ball short, just like it's a run?
2nd and 8. His offense moving again. Aided by a penalty on this drive. Across the middle, incomplete for Kelsey. So it'll set up 3rd down. Look what you're saying, though.
One thing on his resume, but he evolves constantly, and it's really, really unique for a guy at that tenure to do that.
Oh, knocked down by Suggs. Colquitt on the hold. And that kick, hooking at the last moment, but not enough. The latest scores and highlights on the Verizon Halftime Report. Ravens taking over at the 41 as Edwards got a power back. And he motors ahead for about 4.
This one team's just bigger than the other. It's what it's looked like for 4 weeks.
2nd and 6. Jackson cuts and pivots and is able to pick up 3. He's only thrown 2 passes so far in the game, Tony. He's 1 of 2 for 12 yards.
Wow. They'll run the ball on these 3rd and 3s. If they pass it, you're winning, Kansas City.
Here's the throw, and he's on the mark. He's got the first down at the Kansas City 42-yard line. Willie Snead with the catch. And a flag at the end of it.
Personal foul, unnecessary roughness, number 29, defense. Unnecessarily threw the player to the ground. 15-yard penalty, automatic first down.
He's wrong there. That's got to be on Sorensen, 49.
Maybe it'll be next week. Most penalized team in the league, though, is Kansas City. That was their first flag today. Hand off to Edwards. Brought down by D. Ford. And for more on this, let's go to Tracy. We'd love to see him back on the field. Everyone would. Former comeback player of the year in the league. And that pass is incomplete. Barry, who tore his Achilles week 1 in that victory Kansas City had to open the year.
For this football team, late in the year at this time.
Now, 3rd and 8. Baltimore has to throw. And another good one by Jackson as he zips it into John Brown's arms for 14 and a first just outside of the.
Where we can get him. Nope.
From the 11. On 1st down. Ty Montgomery, the former Packer, is stacked up.
Wide and spread out.
2nd and 10. They're going to run right into the line. And that's Montgomery again. This time picks up 1. Alan Bailey got to him first. So it'll be 3rd and 9.
Nobody helping anybody. One-on-one down here. One-on-one up top.
It's Crabtree at the bottom. Jackson's pass Had to get rid of it quickly. Incomplete. And Tucker, Mr. Reliable, kicks it through after a missed field goal by the Chiefs. The Ravens drive on a shortish field for a field goal of theirs, their own. The Ravens made theirs to lead at 10-7. That you often hear us read during our thousands of broadcasts of the year. We'll miss him. There's a pass getting into the hands of Hill. And he's got a good gain, and looks like he's moved on from that early little shake-up and injury with his left wrist.
Roughing the passer, defense. 15-yard penalty be added to the end of the play.
This
automatic first down.
This is very difficult.
That was on Wasso. So already to the Baltimore 42. As Ware cuts back and has an 8-yard run. As the Chiefs have 2nd and 2, 6 minutes to go in the second quarter. Turnaround handoff, and it's Ware who's got enough for a first down. Yeah, about 50 on the ground.
And that's what we were talking about a little earlier. It's like they're going to miss Hunt for some of the tough extra yards, but
and look at the Ravens. 5 of them around the ball carrier against his old team. 2nd and 10 for Kansas City. Mahomes in trouble. He's wrapped up. Judon had him. Whistle first, though. You're talking about Judon. He had sacks on 3 consecutive plays against Derek Carr a couple weeks ago. Here's Mahomes on 3rd and 19. Hill bounces off the hit. Can he get to the first? Yes, he does. Wow, what an effort.
this team's never out of getting a first down.
No. The first down is Williams, who scored the Chiefs touchdown in the first quarter.
Line up in I formation, please. I don't want to see all your movement and everything else.
You have to deal with Mahomes again. And 2nd and 6, dropped by Anthony Sherman. So let's make it 3rd and 6. Mahomes going to the end zone, and it is caught by Kelsey for a Kansas City touchdown.
Man, that's, when Kelsey told you 15 is it's about him.
Yeah, 1-5, he called him. Extra point is good. 10th touchdown catch of the year for Kelsey. Run at the Manning. Single season record of 55.
That's insane that we're even talking about that.
Here's Chris Moore on the run back. Moore out to the 30, down the sideline, and Butker, the kicker, was able to force him out, but we got a flag back at the 30.
What yard line it was on.
There are 2 fouls on the return against the receiving team. Holding, receiving team, number 54. This penalty is declined. Holding, receiving team, number 48. This penalty is accepted. 10 yards, first down.
Running play with Dixon. Look at that stiff arm. Look at that effort. Broke away from Reggie Ragland.
I'm a run offense. I'm not a 2-minute offense.
Jackson keeps it. And he's tackled down by Anthony Hitchens.
You're running offense, but you can't give this ball back to an explosive offense.
2nd and 8. And Kansas City swarms around Gus Edwards. And a timeout called by Kansas City to do something before the intermission. Here's the 3rd and 8, and they're bringing it. Blitz, pass, incomplete. Crabtree's on the ground looking around. This season was a Hill punt return for a touchdown in Los Angeles against the Chargers week 1. Of course, they'll be hosting the Chargers on Thursday night. Here he is from the 12. Watch out. Hill able to get past Moore, but well covered up by the Ravens. Here's Mahomes on first down. Works the middle. Frank Robinson getting out of bounds, able to weave through some traffic.
I think you'll see Baltimore tone down the blitzing until they get it past the 40, 45-yard line.
Mahomes connects it. It's Robinson for the 2nd straight play.
That's incredible.
And don't look sidearm.
Oh my gosh, how do you not like watching him play?
You set it down, stepping away from the pressure. Again, zings it, sidearm. Ware has it. Pushed out by Weddle. Just brought back 6 days ago. 1st and 10. Empty the backfield. Suggs was ready to get across.
You have to pressure him.
Encroachment, defense number 55. Unabated to the quarterback. 5-yard penalty. Remains first down.
Double hill. See what happens.
1st and 5 from the 19. He's going to swing it over to Williams. He's a yard short of a first.
That's a big deal.
What a series of injuries here. 2nd and 1. And that's complete. Remember, they have no timeouts. That's Kelsey.
That's why. Come after him if you're Baltimore and make sure Kelsey doesn't beat you now.
First down, Mahomes. Weighing options on the run. And Williams falls down. Mosley near him. No flag.
It was fantastic, and he remembered it like it was yesterday, that game.
2nd and 10. Turnaround move. Robinson, I believe he was down. They are going to rule him down, and the clock will run.
You got to have a play ready. This is the last play of the half if it's not a first down.
Here's a 3rd down. Mahomes just throws it away.
Great poise, though, because it allows the field goal kicker to come in.
Hash mark, the kick is good. To close out the first half. Alone, the Chiefs put up 248.
Yeah, it's hard going against that team. And from an offensive perspective, Kansas City adjusted well, reduced the front, and then started blitzing.
Cam Irving, their left guard, he has a right knee injury. He's questionable as well, Jimmy.
Thank you, Tracy. First down throw is complete. And that's Willie Snead with the grab. And now Jackson tucks it under with a flag out, and he's near another first down marker. Check the flag.
Holding, offense number 74. 10-yard penalty, and repeat, first down.
Jackson in that first half. 1st and 20. Jackson somehow able to escape. Flings it to Dixon. And that was a Mahomes-like effort, including the sidearm pass. And get out of that 1st and 20 with a first down. And again, it's Edwards. Edwards now with 9 carries.
Perfect.
Romo West. 2nd and 4. As Jackson tries to get planted, wants to go long. He's got position, and it's knocked out. Moore had Fuller backed up. Now it's a 3rd and 4. And a half-yard short is Edwards. Now what do you do from the 38? Up the middle. It's close. Judging by the far side, I'm not sure they got it. Depending on the play call. So, first snap for the Chiefs in the 3rd quarter. And it's a heave down the field. And that was intended for Robinson.
Anywhere this year, I promise you.
2nd and 10. And it's pick up about 7. You will see it again, but it'll be on the basketball court. Defensive stop by the Chiefs. And this movement might have been Hill.
False start. Offense number 10. 5-yard penalty, remains 3rd down.
But Andy Reid's team wins out. They've got the home field advantage throughout. 3rd and 8. Judon coming after him. Somehow, oh, it's intercepted. That's an interception by Chuck Clark. There was a penalty after the play had ended on Judon 99. Unnecessary roughness was the call. That takes him from the 42 back to the 27. And here's Jackson handing off to Edwards for about 7. Big opening right in the middle.
Around the quarterback a lot. They usually come in waves when they happen.
2nd and 3. It's Jackson with the football, and he's thrown for a first down. Of 7 games.
Yeah, they needed that one right there.
Play action, and Jackson gets tripped up, but turns it into a positive play for 3 or 4.
Starts to move the opposing team. So far, they haven't been able to do it against this Chiefs.
Here's Dixon. Boy, Dixon has a little extra gear.
Trying to adjust back to what they've done with all these people inside.
From the 48, it's Dixon turning around and breaking outside. He is running hungry. Another 7 or 8. All 5 on the ground. 2nd and 2.
Encroachment, defense, the nose guard. 5-yard penalty creates a first down.
Jackson with the football. And again, when you come out on first down and you pick up 6 or 7 or 8 like they have. Parker chasing after Jackson. He has to unload it. Knocked down by Nelson. Denying John Brown the reception. This is 3rd down and 4. And they're going to go up top if he has the time. And somehow it's caught by Snead, as the ball was a wobbler, having been hit when he threw it. But it was where it had to be.
It was enough.
Yep, for another set of downs. And again, Jackson has it. And bumped out on the sideline by Fuller.
They need touchdowns to beat this Kansas City team.
Quick pass to Crabtree, stiff arm to pick up an extra yard. 3rd and 1 coming up. Oh no, look at the mark. They may have given him the first. Edwards. The absolute definition of a north-south runner.
Up for tight ends and people coming across the field.
Incomplete. Going for Montgomery. The pass was low.
Not see this again either in the National League unless you have a 14-point lead in the 4th quarter.
It's Jackson. And Edwards tried to help carry him, but it's still going to be about a yard short. 4th and a short 2. Pass caught. Touchdown. It is Max Williams. Time today.
From the fullback position, Max Williams comes from the backfield and goes right to the flat. And the hardest part for a defense is to cover the guy who's coming at you to block you in a 4th down situation. He's in the backfield. He's coming right at me to block me. And he doesn't. And he slips right out to the flat because you got to take him on to stop the run.
And it was a good one. Trying to tie it. Tucker does at 17.
And really the key is as the game gets later, Jim, the other team gets tired, and the defense for the Ravens.
At left guard with Cam Irving having been shaken up earlier in this one. There's Ware. Look at Ware into the secondary. Jimmy Smith was injured on that tackle, but he's still out there. He's passed to Robinson. Anthony Averett has come in for him. Here's a 2nd and 5 play. They're going to run it with Ware ripping off another good run to the Baltimore 45.
Kansas City, that's how you're going to go ahead.
And it's Ware getting another handle for a total of 3. He's got now 11 carries for 60.
They're going to play action you at some point. Do you hand it off again, or do you come back with it?
They hand it off to Damian Williams. And they're taking a page out of the Ravens playbook by keeping it on the ground 4 out of the 5 plays on this series.
But they're playing the pass is what it's telling you.
It's 3rd and 2. And banging bodies. The mark's going to be about a foot short.
The fullback in the flat.
There's the fullback with the running opportunity. Anthony Sherman picks up the first round. Coming after Mosley. And incomplete.
Late hit, maybe? Or I don't even know.
Intentional
Oh,
grounding.
intentional ground.
Offense, number 15. His penalty carries a loss of down. Third down.
And that is intentional grounding. It is intentional grounding.
Now 2nd and 18. Mahomes changes direction twice. Trying to make a highlight out of it, and he does. Kelsey with a flag in the area. The penalty to get the first down.
Defense. This penalty will be accepted. 5 yards from where the ball was snapped, and an automatic first down.
Not yet. I mean, just trusting your offense, obviously.
First down. Mahomes got hit again. That is a wobbler, and that is incomplete.
Part in that back end.
2nd and 10. Turn around and handoff to Williams. Now you got a 3rd and 7.
And you were at what, the 22? Is that where you were?
Around the
earlier?
24-25. I think they were going to mark it.
Tell everyone who's blocking who. Make the running back know who he's got this time.
Here they come. Over the top they go with the screen to Ware. Should be room. Bounces off the hit. What an effort for the first down to the 23.
Illegal block in the back. Offense, number 77. 10-yard penalty and repeat 3rd down.
Nobody's deep for the Ravens. Everybody down near the line of scrimmage. Got to do something cool.
Run an option? No. Mahomes just takes his losses. That may put him out of field goal range. In fact, I'm sure it will back at the 40. And the hold call or 3rd and 1. And now they have to punt because of the loss on that 3rd down play. Took him out of field goal range. Colquitt gets the job done. With the game tied at 17. Edwards for 3 to start the drive. 2nd and 7. At the play action. Pass. Caught. Was he touched? Snead gets up and gets pummeled. Jackson, feet, bouncing around. Give him about 5.
This is the team who matches up on paper the best with him.
Edwards plowing ahead for another first. They add time. This team's ready anyway. As Jackson throws it low. Snead with the catch. Now it's ruled incomplete. Incomplete. It hit the ground at 17 all. 8 minutes to go. 2nd and 10. He's going to throw again. Jackson's pass is a good one. And Crabtree with a marker down. It's coming.
Pass interference. Offense, number 15.
Big call right there.
10-yard penalty.
Was a first down catch.
Repeat, 2nd down.
5 receivers. Quickly to Montgomery. And the Chiefs are on him. D. Ford.
There should be another penalty.
Illegal substitution. 12 players in the offensive huddle.
You just sensed it.
5-yard penalty and 3rd down.
3rd and 24. Dropped by Andrews.
You want to punt this ball to him right now?
I mean, look, Cook's already looking like he's going to handle it. And he does toward that sideline. Cook's just so dependable. Like Colquitt on the other side today. Softens early in the 4th. Then, of course, they got the Ravens situation. So many teams stacked. As Mahomes bounces off his own player and throws it away. Don't forget the Chargers are right behind him. And they're coming in here on Thursday. Here's a little pass over to Robinson. And he's tackled at the 27.
Look at the respect. Like, a lot of guys are on line of scrimmage. Can Mahomes get it right? Who are they blocking?
Mahomes in trouble, and it's Suggs up top.
This is Baltimore's recipes. Tough in December and January.
Boy, it's coming together at the right time. Colquitt. 51-yard punt. With a flag, a couple of them down. Including on the near side 40.
On the way through if they win
Prior to
today.
the kick, holding. Kicking team number 84. On the return of the kick, illegal block in the back. Receiving team number 26. Baltimore has exercised the option of replaying 4th down.
All right, second try at it now. Colquitt Boom, the first one. This one lower, flies 50. It's Jones, who ran one back 2 weeks ago. And it's Jones, still going strong, down to the 12-yard line.
Not a lot of people gave them a chance. Just
Edwards. That's for 3.
after him down here and had success.
Jackson, nowhere to go. Nelson shoves him out.
Baltimore's the only team I know that would run it here.
He guessed right as Jackson throws, and it's caught for the touchdown. John Brown puts Baltimore on top.
Crabtree at the bottom, go kind of make that safety feel ya. And Brown runs it. You just basically let everybody block, throw it over that guy's head, or nobody gets it.
Now Tucker for the extra point. And Baltimore is 7 up with 4 minutes and 4 seconds. The Ravens with the punt return by a local Baltimore kid, Cyrus Jones, who
Really block up these people and get the communication to everybody. It's showing now.
with a cut made by Ware. Almost slipped on it, but is able to.
At the same time, Mahomes having to go against this pressure. Oh, this is going to be fun to watch.
And that's a carry again by Ware. With Ware, the running back.
Don't run at Pierce. Don't run at this guy right there.
Plenty of room.
They ran right at him, and he was nowhere to be seen.
And they got out to the 40 on a gain of 5. The moment. As the clock's running at 2:12. Flag at the line of scrimmage. Williams turns it upfield. Gets around Levine before Clark pushes him back.
Oh, this, I don't think he was on the line of scrimmage. There was
Illegal formation, offense. The left tackle was not covered by a receiver. 5-yard penalty, repeat, first down.
10, you better be down inside that 30.
Here's a 1st and 15. They're bringing, again, more pressure. Mahomes able to get it away. And that's caught by Kelsey out to the 41. Been blanked in the second half so far. Mahomes gets it to Hill. And it's going to be 3rd and 3 coming up.
Doing who to block, and I keep saying it, but you got to call plays to beat the pressure.
Here's a 3rd and 3 out of the backfield. It's Ware. And he's met behind the line of scrimmage. 4th and 4.
It's a blitz, I can promise you. They're all coming after him. Everybody is coming.
And it's going to cost the Chiefs 5 more.
False start. Offense, number 11. 5-yard penalty.
This
Remains
is the
4th
worst
down.
spot to be, Jim. Buddy.
4th and 9. They're chasing after him. Mahomes in trouble, flings it across his body, and it's caught by Hill. Hill has it. He came back for it, and he's out of bounds at the 12. And they go for 48. Now 1st down at the 12. He's coming back over to Hill. He cannot hold on. There were Ravens, though, in the area. Mahomes completes it to Conley. 3rd and 5 can pick up a 1st at the 2. They run it. They run it, and it's Ware stacked up. Hill returns for this
All-out pressure, Jim.
4th and 3. Here they come. Mahomes unloads it. He's there. Williams for the touchdown.
And like we were just showing you, the running back comes underneath, and it's only versus all-out pressure.
They gotta have it, and they do. The kick is good. 53 seconds to go.
Now, because it makes no bearing on this game.
And Butker. The kick will start him at the 25. Jackson's pass, diving catch made by Crabtree. Pass to the sideline, incomplete.
They're coming after him, Jim.
They do blitz. They got the ball out. The ball is out. It's recovered by Houston.
The worst time, and I'm telling you, this Kansas City comeback's incredible.
Here's the handoff. Williams, Weddle on him, no gain.
Yep.
With one of those misses earlier today from 51. And that's just made that kick a little longer. This for the win. Harrison Butker's kick is wide of the mark, wide right. Smith, the returner, as Tucker boots it away. And through the back of the end zone. So Mahomes is...
And they're tired.
Just gave up that 75-yard drive. There's a little pass over to Harris, the tight end. Harris wiggles around Clark. Running straight ahead with Williams. And Ravens.
69 yards, Miami, a walk-off lateral. They win 34-33.
Jim Nance.
The play of the year in the NFL for sure is another team in the mix. Talking about Miami. Now Mahomes. Scott Hill out of bounds at the 23. What a player. 7 catches, 133 yards in this one. First down, 24 of Baltimore. Mahomes, middle of the field, and through the hands of Kelsey drop. Second and 10, Mahomes in trouble. Finds the open valve. That's Williams breaking a tackle. And he takes it to about the 18. He got free from Judon. Gonna get the first with Hill out of bounds at the 12. With 3 minutes to go, and he took him 75 yards. First down, spinning away, lost the ball! What a recovery by Eric Fisher. 23 with no Tyreek Hill in on this play. Been banged up a couple of times today. Mahomes gets it over to Darrell Williams. Seeing his first action inside 5 minutes to go in the overtime. 3rd and 15. Mahomes has time, all kinds of time. Now buying time. Throws across his body, and it's over the head of everyone from the left hash mark. Here's Butker's kick, and it is good, almost overcompensated.
And they didn't, and they coughed the ball. Well, now you can play your style of ball. You got plenty of time.
It will not be a run back.
They saw what happened when they tried to pass it on every down.
Dixon for 3. Into the arms of Anthony Hitchens. You saw Flacco inactive on the sideline. And now, with plenty of time, down the field, interception would end it. Sorensen.
Big game. With a loss, obviously, any other loss, New England would overtake them.
Here's the 3rd and 7. Try to pressure, and Jackson's able to get the pass to Snead to keep him going.
Give it to him this time and have a play off it.
Going away from him, it's Jackson as they get near midfield.
You could tell me after the game how that
I'll explain it.
Here we go.
2nd and 4. And that's a first down carry by Dixon. First down, Kansas City 47. And traffic for 2 more. Have some work to do. 2nd and 8, down 3. With 2 minutes to go in overtime. Jackson backing up. Turning on the speed. And we got a flag on the field against
Holding.
Baltimore.
Offense number 79. 10-yard penalty. Keith, 2nd down.
Right here, if you're a Raven fan.
Here they come. Justin Houston's after him, and he gets to him with another flag down.
Holding. Offense number 74. His penalty's been declined. The result of the play creates 3rd down.
Play clock's down to 3 as RG3 takes the snap on 3rd and 22. Buys some time and almost has it intercepted. We're down to 1 play.
You need to give him time. RG3 has got to scramble and buy time.
What a spot for Griffin to come into as he heaves it down the field, and it's incomplete. And the Chiefs have won it. Broken up by Kendall Fuller.